Hello, everybody, and welcome. So we're now about to start on the individual project part 2. So what you will be going through and doing basically for part 2. You're going to go to SEC.gov and you will look up the company Walmart. Okay, so when I go to SEC.gov, okay, so www.sec.gov, we're going to look up the company Walmart. How do we look them up? Well, the first thing we're going to go through and do is we're going to click on search filings. So let's go here. Okay, so click on search filings. When we come over here, we're going to click on search filings. Now, what this is going to do is we're going to go scroll down to company search. Okay, so we're going to scroll down to company search. When we go to scroll down to company search, it gives us a few different options to do. Now, because I'm going to have you look up Walmart, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, we're going to say Walmart ticker symbol, or might we just say Walmart stock price? When you type in Walmart stock price, what is going to come back is you're going to see this. You're going to see NYSE. That stands for New York Stock Exchange. This is the exchange on which Walmart trades. The ticker symbol for Walmart is WMT. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through over here. So you're going to go over here and you're going to search for Walmart. Okay, so you're going to come over here. You're going to search for Walmart, and this is what is going to pop up. What you are then going to do is you are going to come over here and go to the 10K filing that was filed on March 15th, 2024. Okay. So this is going to be the document you're going to go through and go to. So go to the Walmart filing. Once you go to that Walmart filing, what you're then going to do is you're going to click on filing. Okay, so we're going to click on filing. Okay. Okay, we're going to click on filing. Once we click on filing, we're going to collect on interactive data. Okay. So we're going to come over here. We've clicked on filing. Now we're going to click on, once we click on filing, this is what is going to pop up. You're going to click on interactive data. Okay. And right over here, we're going to hit view Excel document. Then we are going to download the Excel document onto our computer. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to basically come over here and click on View Excel Document. Now, at this point in time, I am going to have you do this. So I've led you down the path, hopefully not of destruction, but you're going to click on View Excel Document, and then you're going to do the other company we're looking at, and then we'll come back to this. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this for Target. I want to be very clear. I'm going to be showing you what Target looks like. You are not looking at Target. You are looking at Walmart. I'm on Target. You're on Walmart, right? So, little dad humor for the evening. Let's go back over here. So for me, I am basically looking up Target Corporation. I am going to the 10K that was filed on March 13th. Notice here, as a retailer, they're having a year end as of February 3rd, 2024. I'm going to go ahead and click on this. Okay, you're not clicking on this, but as I just did that, I screwed up. Why did I screw up? I didn't follow my own instructions. I need to click on filings. I am then going to click on interactive data. And then I'm going to say view Excel document. Okay, so right over here, I'm going to save it to my desktop. When I go through and do that, I'm going to go ahead and open up the report on Excel. So I'm now going to change my screen share so you can see what this looks like from Microsoft Excel. Okay. So you now see my Microsoft Excel file. Okay, so this is the entire thing. Now, what's really important is when I'm pulling financial information, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for droids, right? Are these the droids I'm looking for? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not looking for those droids. What I am instead going through and looking for, and let's go ahead and go to the filing. I need two things from the financial statements, from Target's financial statements. You're going to need it from Walmart, not Target. But the two things I need to go through and do is I need income statements, or what they will call consolidated statements of operations. That's what they call it. So this is what I am looking for when I go to the Excel file. I need my consolidated statements of operations. I also need my consolidated statement of financial position. This is oftentimes also referred to as a balance sheet. So these are the two things I'm going to be looking for in the Excel file. So let's go ahead and find that in the Excel file. So let's go back over here. Okay, so I'm back over here in the Excel file. There's a lot of stuff in here I don't need, right? This is the cover page. I don't need that. Audit information, EY, I don't need that. Consolidated statements of operations. Wow, this sounds like one of the items I'm going through and looking for. These are one of the droids. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this information from the Excel sheet. I am then going to come over here and go over here to my common income statement for Target. Now I'm doing this for Target. You're doing it for Walmart. If I see you putting in Target, it's not going to be pleasant. Okay. So I've come over here and I've inserted basically the common sized financial statements of Target. Okay. So this is my income statement, right? Or consolidated statement of operations. Same thing. Okay. So now I'm not done yet. The next thing I need to go through and do is I need to go back through and I need to go through and find the other droid that I'm looking for, R2D2 or C3PO, and I'm going to have a cat zoom by me, which is always awesome. Let's go through and find that. So I'm going to go ahead and do a different screen share. Okay. So this is not what I'm looking for. This is a comprehensive income. I don't care about that. Okay. So, hey, Elsie, what's up? Then I have over here. Do you want to come and say hello to my class? You want to say hi? You want to be on camera? It's exciting. Be a YouTube star. It's really cool. You'll make like no money, and this video is not even being monetized. It's crazy. Okay. So what I see over here, this looks to me like a balance sheet. How exciting. This is what we're looking for. Okay. Don't need any of this. I'm looking for the consolidated statement. I'll say of financial position. Consolidated statement of financial position. And I'm going to go ahead and copy this right over here. So I'm copying this over here. I'm now going to go over here. I'm going to go back to this part. I'm going to go over here, common size balance sheet. I'm going to go over here and do this. Okay, now when I'm doing this, I'm putting here target, okay, TGT, right? There we go. Awesome. Zoom bombing. Hello, kitten. Are we going to say hello? Are you going to help me do my common size financial statements, Ozzy? I think you are. It's pretty exciting, dude. I'm really excited to have you here. Okay. Okay. Like we got to do, hold on, let me stop this. You got to get the full kitten effect right now. Ozzy clearly wants to take a break. Kitten break. Do, 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 do. You don't want to stare at the camera? Like, come on. Like, you got to give my students like a little love here. We're going to stare at the camera. Okay. He's really a cat, but I call him a kitten. You want to say hello? Yes. Yes, Ozzy. You are the master. Master of this house. There you go. How are we doing? Yes. Okay. So are we done? Are we we're gonna no more kitten break. We need to go back to making common size financial statements to save the planet, to save the Target. It's exciting. Okay. All right, Ozzy. I'm gonna put you back down again, okay? Okay. So let's go back over here. Sorry about that. But it's always good for a kitten break. Okay. So all I've done over here is I've copied over the statement of operations, which is another word of saying income statement, common basically balance sheet. Okay. So this is what I've gone through and have done so far. Okay. So you are going to do the same thing, but for Walmart. Okay. It's exciting stuff. All right. So when I'm going through and I'm preparing a common sized financial statement, I am showing for the balance sheet everything as a percentage of total assets. Okay, so right over here, I'm going to basically divide this by this amount. Now, one of the things I can do in terms of using Google Sheets or Excel, and I'll show you why I do this momentarily. I need to show everything as a percentage. What I'm doing here is I'm saying show everything on the balance sheet. We're showing everything as a percentage of total assets. So over here, I'm going to take this 55536 and I'm going to divide it by its own self, right? I'm dividing everything by total assets. Now, what's very important to remember, though, is that if I put dollar signs by what I'm dividing it by, it's going to basically stay constant. So coming over here, I can then go through and copy and paste all this down here. And notice when I copied it, it didn't show C5. It didn't show C4. It's not explosive. But what it did over here is it said over here C19. It basically, with the dollar signs, is dividing everything by this cell. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do this with the rest of the items. Okay, so I've done that part. Now I've got to do it for the prior period. So coming over here, I'm going to go ahead and do this over here for show everything as a percentage of total assets. Okay, now over here, I'm going to do this also for E19. And I'm going to go ahead and do this as a percentage. Okay. So I've done this here for 2 years. Okay. So right over here, I've got 2 years, but I need to do more. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to go back through and look at targets 10K, or at least for me, you'll be going through and doing this for Walmart. I need to go look at the prior 10K. Okay. And I'm going to show you why I need to do that momentarily. And it's because as we're going through and doing financial statement analysis, we're going, I keep on screwing this up. This is amazing. I'm going to go to interactive data. I'm going to come over here and view the Excel document. And I'm going to pull another year of the financial information. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. Okay, I'm going to go to this financial report right over here. Okay. So now what I want to go through and do is I want to find basically over here, consolidated financial statements. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this right over here. And I'm going to paste this into our okay, we're going to go over here. I'm going to go ahead and paste this right over here. And one of the things I want to make sure that happens when I do this is like, as you can kind of see, these numbers are exactly the same for 2023. There was looks like no restatements, and that's fine. And that's really what we want. But what I'm really trying to get at is I want 3 years of balance sheet information. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm just going to go ahead and delete these parts. This is giving me January 29th, 2022. And I'm going to go ahead and make these common sized as well. So I'm getting basically a total of 3 years of financial information. I'm going to use my little $ trick right over here. I'm terrible at Excel. Professor Casoy or Professor Mather, I don't think they would want me in their class because I would just absolutely, whenever I do Google Sheets, it just makes them cringe. And I don't blame them. Okay. So now I've done the first part, which is I have 3 years of balance sheets. And this is going to be very, very important for us to kind of go through and do. I have made these common size by dividing everything by total assets. You will need to go through and do the exact same thing for Walmart. So you're going to have to pull up their 10K from their most recent year, and then you'll do one from a prior period. Okay. Coming over here for the income statement. Okay. So what I'm going to do over here is when we're dealing with the income statement, right? And this is going to be different than what we went through and just did for our balance sheet. Okay, so when we're dealing with an income statement, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be dividing everything by revenue. We're dividing everything by revenue. And when I mean everything, it's just going to be the total revenue, cost of sales, SG&A, depreciation and amortization, operating income, net interest expense, and the like. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to show everything as a percentage of total revenue. So I'm going to divide this by itself. I'm going to get the 1. I'm going to come over here to the C5, and I'm going to basically put the little $ in front of it. I'm going to change this to being a percentage. I'm going to copy this down over here. Okay, so I'm showing everything as a percentage of revenue. Coming over here, my total revenue as of January 28th, 2023. I'm going to go ahead and also make this change, okay, to F5. So coming over here, I'm going to copy this down. Okay, and then for January 28th, 29th, 2022, I'm going to do the same thing, divide it by itself. Coming over here, Okay, and we're going to show this also as a percentage. Okay, so then we're going to kind of go down this way over here and see what's happening. Okay, so as you can kind of see, we're now looking at the income statement in terms of percentages, and we now have 3 years of income statements. Okay, so then coming over here, now in terms of these parts below, the earnings per share, these are important numbers, but they're not part of the common size. When we look at the common size, really what I'm looking to do is I'm basically taking revenues minus my expenses, getting down to net earnings. Obviously, this is a multi-step income statement, but that's what I'm trying to kind of go through and do. All of this share information, I want to say I don't care, but it's just there. The information is there, which is fine. So for the common size financial statements, now I did this for Target. You need to do it for Walmart, right? Your store, you're not on Target, you're on Walmart. Okay, we got to do it for Walmart. So you're going to basically do the same thing, but for Walmart. Okay, so hopefully, basically, and then we're going to say over here, download 3 years of balance sheets, right? Or we can call them statements of financial position. Download 3 years of income statements. Okay, AKA consolidated statements of operations. That's what you're going to be doing for Walmart. So this is the big thing you're going to be going through and doing for the common size. So that's the next part of your project. Thank you for being here today. And I look forward to seeing you. Now, remember, you're going to be taking the Google sheet that you shared with me. You're going to be adding in these different tabs. So make sure you're going through and doing that when you're basically creating the sheet. So thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you.